Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Soul, Mind, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather, and together we are working to connect women in leadership and business, empowering each other, improving the health and wellness of our community, body, soul, and mind. And today we have a special episode for you.
We do. We felt like there has been kind of a calling to do a little education around chakras and meditation and what that might look like for people. And we are about a third of the way through our 100 days of meditation challenge on our social media pages. So if you would like to be part of that and join us, join us.
Yeah, anytime. There is no need to be like, oh, I missed the start of it.
No, start now.
Just showing up for yourself is amazing. What we've done is we've challenged ourselves and our community to spend 15 minutes in meditation every day, and really focus on love and that spark, when it sparks joy, when it sparks up in your life, like that feeling that you get inside.
Yes.
So, and I have been pretty impressed with just what showing up in meditation every day has done for me. Just 30 days, a month into it.
Yeah. I feel like I am better equipped to handle the things I'm currently going through.
Oh my gosh.
And in my life, with my kids, with my health, with all the things going on, because let's be honest, we all wear many hats.
Right. Especially as heads of our households, leading our households and then leading our businesses and then leading community things. And then, we got kids that are, getting ready to transition into school, and we got to get the house ready. There's all these things happening around us on top of maybe we don't feel good, on top of, maybe we have our own feels about things that are happening with our kids. On top of, we're special moms, that because special kids have special moms, so that's us. So showing up just authentically and really just doing the do,
and
right
in that place of love and light.
Yeah
because I'll tell you what, I had an issue with my teenager, one of my two. Pick one. I've had an issue.
Pick a teenager.
Right.
She's had a teenager issue.
So, I began to, wrestle with those agreements again, not taking it personally. It's not about me, it's about them.
Yes.
That's the biggest one. And I have been challenged by that with my kids lately. And the meditation has really helped me take a step back, calm myself down, think through, because when you're in meditation, it's like when you're in a shower and you have a great idea.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You're able to process things a little better. So I'll sit in meditation and I'll notice things that come up. And often by the end of meditation or the end of my meditation time, I have an idea about what I'm going to do about the thing that's bothering me, whether I'm really focused on that during my meditation or not.
Well, I think as women, we know that our brains are always working on stuff. So, and if we're hyper focused on what we think the solution is, our brains can't pick out a different solution that's going to be more beneficial, that's not going to feel so off center from who we are. That's really what I've noticed. It gives me that attachment to, or ability to connect to my intuition, so that I can choose instead of just being like, well, I should.
Right, because should doesn't get to there.
Should doesn't get me there, and should, especially with our children, should doesn't work.
Why? Well, and how does the word should feel?
Yucky.
It feels yucky. It feels like you're passing judgment on yourself or whatever it is you should do. Like, I should do that. Well, you're passing judgment on yourself. Stop shitting yourself.
Girl, and lick your teeth.
Thanks, girl.
You're welcome.
Did I get it?
Let me see.
Yeah.
No, it's like hanging out.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
It's fine.
It's not super big, but
yeah, don't let your girls go out with, toilet paper stuck to their shoe or anything like
So
that.
if you're asking yourself, should you tell your girlfriend that she looks like crap? Maybe nicely.
Maybe nicely. Do it nicely with love, you guys. Love and light. Always love and light. That's funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yesterday I tucked my skirt in the back of my shorts because I was wearing shorts under my skirt.
Anybody else wear shorts under their skirts? I do.
Heck yeah. Chub rub is
let's
a
avoid
thing.
the chub rub. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm much more comfortable, and I don't have to worry about
Flashing nobody.
well, and I don't have to worry about the wind kicking my skirt up.
I don't like
it's
to
a
flash
thing.
people. Like, yeah, it's a
So
thing.
anyway, hippopotamus. Meditation helps you think through those things that are challenging and difficult. It helps you come from that place of love and light, helps you stay calm and grounded in that place where you can think clearly, because when we can't think clearly, that's when we get frustrated, angry, upset, we take things personally, we pass judgment. We break our agreements.
Has
by not staying
anyone,
calm.
I know that you do a lot of meditation before, but have you had anybody notice a difference in you?
Yes, my whole family.
Really?
My whole family.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised because you do a lot of meditation, but we've been really accountable to each other to do it.
Yeah.
And my son too, like he doesn't understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Like he's like, and this is literally the first time in his whole life where I've been healthy. So he doesn't understand what's happening.
What that looks like. Yeah.
So with everything else going on, like he's like,
and then he'll get used to it, and then he'll stop noticing that mom's different because she's like mentally, physically different because things are processing differently.
Yeah.
You know.
And so I'm just like, this is how it is, instead of like hemming and hawing and like, oh, could you please, like, no, this is how it's going to be, and he doesn't know how to do with that,
right? So
I've decided things are happening.
So we've talked about breathing, and we're going to do some breathing and meditation practice when we're done today, because it's gonna bring everything together.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about
this week at prana and breath and using our breath.
Think about that word prana. Yama is the breathing, is what breathing practice is called, and prana is like your life force energy, right? When you are born, that first sign of life is that breath, right? When you pass away, it's the last thing, to go. Right?
Life force.
It is your life force, your breath. You have control over it.
You have control over your life force.
You do. It's rad.
I mean, the quote even talks about like just being gentle. You have a gentle breath when your mind is at ease. Like it really hit home to me, like what it feels like when my breath isn't at ease. Like it's so noticeable to me now that we've talked about it.
Okay. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the chakras from the top down. Okay, so I'm going to start with the crown chakra, and the crown chakra is your eyes, sinuses, pituitary gland, pineal gland, nervous system, and brain. And your third eye is also the same like organs and body parts, but the crown is like right on the top of your head. Okay, and the third eye is like right in the middle of your forehead.
So you're seeing head and shoulders, knees and toes. It's head.
Yep, head. Right on the top of your head. That is your crown chakra. And your crown chakra, I'm going to read you a little bit here what it says, is what connects us to our source.
We were trying to be so good and not print everything, right? Like we're trying.
Okay, your crown chakra is what connects us to our source and spiritual energy, mindful awareness. It is associated with the color white or violet. When balanced, it helps you with judgment, depression. Like when imbalanced, you get that judgment, that depression, and that ungrounded feeling. Okay.
Sometimes your head will feel like extra heavy on your neck.
Yeah.
Like you're just like the weight of everything.
Or if you get migraines, headaches, if they're up top here, that's kind of what you're dealing with. right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
feel it.
Yucky.
Okay.
That
Then-
sounds awful.
Then our third eye, which is right in the middle of our forehead, right? Same organs of eye, sinuses, pituitary glands, pineal glands, nervous system, and brain. But our third eye chakra is connected to our insight, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to see big picture. It is associated with the color indigo, and when imbalanced, is poor judgment, lacks imagination, and skepticism. Right? So that's, again, when we get in our heads,
Right.
think about that. When we get in our heads, this is the things that
And then you're
happen.
not creative. And then I was like, I thought that was interesting that creativity and poor judgment are in the same area because I'm so creative. How is it that I feel like I have poor judgment?
You're judging yourself against your creative side, but your creativeness actually comes from your sacral.
Oh, we're getting there.
We'll
get
there.
there. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Next
I
thing
get in my
we
head,
have
right?
our throat chakras. Our throat chakra, think about the breath, the respiratory system, your thyroids, your vocal cords, and your teeth, right? All this right here. And your throat chakra is connected to your communication, speaking your truth and expression of yourself. It is associated with the color blue. When imbalanced, it can express it. You can't express yourself easily. You talk over others. You gossip. Your communication doesn't work well for you. It actually works against you when it's imbalanced. So then we have our heart chakra. Our heart chakra is connected to our heart, our thymus, our lower lungs, our immune system, and our circulatory system. Okay, think about that. Our heart chakra is connected to universal love, joy, peace, balance, compassion. It is associated with the color green, and when imbalanced, it's like lack of empathy, hateful or hurtful, jealous, and trust issues. It's all held right here in our heart chakra. Now think, when I read the piece about universal love, joy, peace, balance, and compassion, when you feel those emotions, they're right here.
They are.
You feel those in your body. You get the feels right in the middle of your chest, right in that heart chakra area. And then we have our solar plexus, which is like right under the rib cage here. It's your central nervous system, your liver, your pancreas, your skin, and your digestive tract. And your solar chakra is connected to your relationship with yourself, your vitality, your ability to be confident and connected. It's associated with the color yellow. And when imbalanced, you have low self-esteem, you feel powerless, and perfectionism.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
To think about, like thinking about like how many digestive issues we have and like how that's could be connected to our self-esteem. Like,
well, think about when you have an upset tummy. You feel like you look gross. You feel gross. It really affects that self-confidence when your stomach is upset, right? You're like, no, not today, right? Okay, then we have our sacral chakra, which is think lower abdomen, like your pelvic bowl kind of area.
So we're all the way at the bottom.
Your reproductive organs, kidneys, immune system, and bowels.
There's one more. Okay.
We're not all the way down yet.
Okay.
And then
that's why I was like, we're not all the way down.
We're not all the way down yet. Almost
hands
there.
in the lap, but not really, depending on where your lap is.
Right. And your sacral chakra is connected to your creativity, your sexuality, your ability to accept others and new experiences. It's associated with the color orange. And when imbalanced, lack of creativity, low self-worth, and disconnectedness. Like you feel that.
That doesn't feel good.
No. Right. So think
like
about
imbalance.
when you feel that lack of creativity, that lack of sexuality. You literally feel that in that lower gut area, right?
Wow.
In that pelvic bowl. And then the last one we have is our root chakra. So it's right on the bottom. Okay.
It's the part like when you're sitting down on the ground. It's the part that connects to the ground. Right?
Yes. Yes.
So think about that. Like,
so it's connected to the spine, the rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system.
okay.
Okay. And our root chakra is connected to our physicality, our sense of survival, our feelings of safety, and having a right to live. It is associated with the color red. When imbalanced, survival issues, feeling unsafe, and insecurities. So think about that as your Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? That root chakra is those survival needs, food, shelter, water, survival instinct, fight or flight stuff. If you've dealt with trauma, you might have some imbalance of your root chakra because
that's what
it's
it
fight or
knocks you
flight,
off.
right?
It knocks you off. You're off center. It's
Mhm.
not the way you were meant to be.
That is not the way you were meant to be. So then,
So why are we talking about all of these chakras and what are we going to do with them?
mhm.
So in meditation, we thought today we could do a chakra meditation, but we thought we'd teach you a little bit about chakras before we jumped into the meditation
So it
today.
made sense, right?
Yeah, so I thought it would be more fun we thought it would be more fun.
Okay, so these are chakra affirmations. So now that you know where they're located and what they're for, we are going to affirm in ourselves through this meditation what that might look like for you. So first, let's put your hands on top of your head, right?
And then
we're
Charlie's going to
touch the
read it and then I'm going to repeat it. So hopefully you will repeat with me.
Good. All right, take a big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let the body relax, let the shoulders relax. Open your shoulders wide, almost like a ballerina with the arms. Nice round arms. Big deep breaths. We're going to begin our affirmations. I am divine.
I am divine.
We're going to repeat 3 times. I am divine.
I am divine.
I am divine.
I am divine.
Move your hands to your third eye on your forehead. Big deep breath in. I am intuitive.
I am intuitive.
I am intuitive. I am intuitive. And your throat. I am expressive.
I am expressive. I am expressive.
One more.
I am expressive.
And then slide your hands down to your heart. Big deep breath. I am loved.
I am loved. I am loved. I am loved.
And your solar plexus, so right up under the chest, rib cage. I am strong.
I am strong. I am strong. I am strong.
And then slide it down to your sacrum. I am creative.
I am creative. I am creative.
One more.
I am creative.
And then for the root chakra, you can tuck your hands up underneath you, or you can place your hands on your lap. Big deep breath. I am grounded.
I am grounded.
I am grounded. Big deep breath. I am grounded. Let's just take a few deep breaths. Exhale slow. And then we're going to read them together one at a time. Touch your head again. I am divine.
I am divine.
I am intuitive.
I am intuitive.
I am expressive.
I am expressive.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am creative.
I am creative.
I am grounded.
I am grounded.
Take a couple more slow deep breaths. We're going to let that sink in for a minute. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, open your eyes.
Wow, that was really awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us, Charlie.
You're welcome. I feel like that was something that has just kind of been needed lately.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, I don't know.
We're looking for balance.
Yeah.
And this is another way to access that balance. And I love this challenge where we've been exploring all different kinds of ways to meditate. From the active meditation, I like the way Francine words it, where it's brain, no brain.
Mind, no mind.
Mind, no mind.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like that state of awareness where you're neither awake or asleep.
Yeah.
You know, and you're almost floating out of your body. And I think most people have experienced that at some point in time or another. That is how I feel and experience samadhi, which is like the state of just being. Just being. There's no labels. There's nothing to worry about in that very peaceful state of awareness, that mind, no mind.
Sounds utterly relaxing.
It's yes, but it takes practice.
Right. You don't just get there.
You don't just get there
one day. Oh, I breathed for 15 minutes.
And
good job.
Just because you got there once doesn't mean you'll get there the next time.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So, but the funny thing is as soon as you notice you're there,
that's when you come out. Huh?
Yeah.
Because it's the awareness of it.
It's the awareness of it. You're like, oh, I'm there. Oh, I lost it. Okay. And then you kind of have to just relax. Let yourself
back
relax.
into it. Like, oh, I did it. Oh, crap.
Right. Because as soon as you go, oh, I did it, it's gone.
Right.
But if you notice it and you're like, ah, then it'll stay.
I did
Sometimes.
the thing.
So
I know it's very exciting. And I used to think that I couldn't meditate. And I thought this through 5 years of yoga classes. In my brain, I didn't ever meditate. Needless to say, we were meditating every yoga practice.
which is why we're sharing so many different modalities and ways that people meditate, because honestly, you could be doing anything and reach that
It could be
state of
prayer just for you, and
peace.
it happens. Like
Yeah.
there's that moment
If
where
prayer,
you really feel connected.
uh-huh.
That's meditating. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
You could be gardening,
Yeah.
doing your dishes, cleaning your house,
I have been really surprised by
crafting.
dishes. Like there's something about the washing in a
It's simple.
circle with the
Mhm.
water, and I just kind of like got my music going, and I have the plants. I love my plants in my kitchen,
Okay,
and yeah,
let's be honest. We all like watching those little videos of people doing things, and you just hear the sound of them doing it. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
yeah,
And they're whether they're like chopping vegetables or doing whatever it is they're doing. Usually it's cooking for me. I
yeah,
don't know. But they're not talking through the whole thing. And I could watch that all day long.
right.
Like it's
I
very,
love that.
very peaceful.
We have
Yeah,
a YouTube lady that we love to watch.
we do. We do.
She's so relaxing. It's just
Mhm.
relaxing hearing
Mhm.
the nature and the natural sounds of
Mhm.
cooking and the natural sounds that happen. That I don't think they ever speak a word.
No,
I've never heard her voice.
no.
Uh,
It's very
It's really
cool.
cool.
It's really
Okay,
cool.
so we might have to drop a link to that.
Um,
We really enjoy that channel. Um, uh, but as we wrap up this episode, we always want to talk about as we're entrepreneurs and we are leading the way and changing our communities and our culture, we need to remember to be giving back. And this season, we are giving back to the Tears Foundation. They are a local foundation that started in Puyallup, Washington,
mhm.
and they have grown international. I just got goosebumps, international. So they help families, and they've helped personally helped Charlie's family. Um, when they've experienced a loss of an infant or a child. And unfortunately, it's happened to more than one person in her family.
Mhm.
And they help. They help the family through that time. So
Yeah.
it's an unexpected expense. They help with all of that, those things. They have grief counseling.
Mhm.
And then the other side of it is they're also providing education to other countries where
And communities.
the infant
The
mortality rate is higher because of the way they care for their babies. So just
Mhm.
educating them on different ways to help their babies be healthy. It's really
and
great.
putting your baby to bed safely.
Yeah.
Um, and learning how to do that and what that looks like is so, it feels like a no-brainer to some of us, but you don't know what you don't know,
Yeah,
right?
and we are definitely raised with a culture of awareness around
Mhm.
these things. So
Mhm.
we're spreading that to other places. So if you would like to make a donation, or you know somebody that maybe that has gone through this, or you've gone through this yourself, and you need some stories maybe that would help you get a little more perspective, helping somebody, or just witnessing that somebody else has experienced this too, makes it less a lonely experience, because it's such a private thing, especially in our culture. It hasn't been talked about enough.
Right, and it should be, because 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 women have experienced child loss, infertility, or um, any other complications, and resulting in the loss of a child.
Yeah. And sometimes that's a very private moment because maybe not everyone knew you were pregnant,
Or there's shame around
there's
it.
shame around it.
Societally, it's shamed
Yeah.
upon, and it shouldn't be.
Or it's just like overlooked. I
Right.
feel like it not, I mean, not even shame, just like it just doesn't exist. Like, but it's a thing. It
Right.
really happens to people, and you're seen, and we see you, and we want you to see that. But what I was saying is that Leslie Rochelle has offered to donate 25% of her proceeds from her book through August, or at least mid-August.
Yep. Her book is Silent Grief, Healing, and Hope, and she shares her story.
And other ladies share their stories too. So it's not even just one person's story, it's several. So you can see that there's several ways that this affects our ladies,
Right.
our population, and we carry that grief with us
forever.
So yeah, grief doesn't seem to ever go away.
No, it changes intensity, and it ebbs and flows like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
It's a waterfall.
It's a waterfall. Some days it's a tsunami,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be sure to check that out. All the links are listed below. In addition, we would love it if you would go and check out Susan and Greta's YouTube channel.
They are on the Appalachian Trail. I think they're on day like 15 now. And they're doing great.
I'm addicted to their videos now. I am like every couple of days, they're freaking amazing. They're so empowering. Like I can't even believe it. Susan's healed from a black eye that she got on the journey. Like you get to learn all about these things. So head over to their YouTube channel.
And Susan's husband and Greta's dad, same guy. He does jokes at the end that are just super funny, and they're raising awareness around Parkinson's disease and building a community around that. And because Ron, Susan's husband, is suffering from Parkinson's disease and has been for like 10 years or so. And they're raising funds through the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's disease while they're on this trip. So go check out their channel, give them some love, share, comment.
Let's see if we can't get their like YouTube channel to go like viral while they're out there in the middle of the woods. You guys, come on, share it with everybody. Watch it with your families. If you watch, just watching it and sharing with somebody is helping support this cause. They're doing a great job. They're really uplifting videos, and they just have such great personalities. I like, we love them.
And they're our cause of the quarter next quarter too. So we are
we get to have an interview mid-trail.
We do.
So you guys are going to want to know what's going on. So check that out, and so you'll be right on par when
we get to cheer them all the way to the finish line.
Yeah. Woo, woo. All right. As always, thank you for joining us here on the Women in Leadership, Body, Soul, Mind, and Business podcast. Thank you for being part of our audience, and we're so glad that you're joining the table.
Thank you for being part of our community. We love you. Namaste.
Namaste. Mwah.